Welcome back to the F-Zero X Let's Play, and today we are going to be tackling the King Cup today. Now, I do apologise for my voice in advance. Well, I didn't do this in the last two parts, but because I'm actually going through a cold at the moment and my voice sounds pretty bad at the moment. It's going to be a bit of a difficulty trying to get my voice done and my singing vocals done for the song I'm doing at the moment at my music mate. But of course, enough with that. We're going to be tackling the King Cup with James McCloud's Little Wyvern. And James McCloud looks a bit like the human version of Fox McCloud, to be fairly honest. Oh, well, a coincidence because both F-Zero and the Star Fox L IPs were actually owned by Nintendo. Maybe it's because that might be the reason for the coincidence, or what? Maybe it's the human version of Fox McCloud, except without the fur and without the Lilac Wars thing. Instead, he's a racer instead of a fighter. That's the reason why. Anyway, we are at Firefield, the only Firefield in the entire game. I mean, there has been more Firefields in subsequent games like F-Zero Maximum Velocity and F-Zero GX. Both had more and more Firefields in this game. There was only one Firefield, I don't think that F-Zero had a Firefield, but this one is pretty much technically the first game to feature Firefield. Have to get past Gusta and Guro. They're probably going to be my enemies of this part. All my rivals, as they're known as. Probably Super Arrow could be in the hunt too, or maybe one of the ladies, but I don't know what her name was. I kind of forgot. I know the other one of them is called Mrs. Arrow, the wife of Super Arrow, who is in fact a superhero, but not as much as a hero as Captain Falcon is in the game F-Zero GX. Well, let's survive this. Yes! And I managed to go through this without wrecking my car. And I won the race as well. Where did Gusta finish? He finished outside the top 6. I think he might have dropped down the order. I think something got through the post. I'll have to check it out after I've recorded this. Okay, so we're off to Silence 2 now. Now this one is a bit trickier in contrast to the first Silence because it's got more twists and turns, but it's not as bad as any of the Whiteland tracks. Even though I still dig the AC/DC like guitaring and the soundtrack. Oh come on! I need to get rid of you guys. Got another one. Well, that's good. But now now my energy's running low. Ugh. God damn it. Come on, let's go. Yes, I'm trying to keep the cursing to a minimum in this Let's Play because I'm actually part of a group, and I'm going to try not to curse as much as I did in previous Let's Plays, but hopefully I'm trying to keep this as curse-free as possible. Make it a bit more, friendly to younger audiences. Maybe that could have broken the promise, but what the hey, I can still. I'm a grown-up person. I'm 26. Anyway, this part of the track can be a little bit, the wavy part can be a bit threatening, but it's not that bad. Oh, Mrs. Arrow is second, but spoiler alert, we're playing as her in the Joker Cup next time. Spoiler alert, Mr. EOD, and what is that guy's name as well? I can't remember all of them except for a fair few, like Antonio Gusta, Samurai Guru, Dr. Stewart, Pico, Captain Falcon, James McCloud, who are playing as, and a few others like the Arrow couple, and Black Shadow, the antagonist of GX, and Blood Falcon, Captain Falcon's blood clone. And we finished. This was actually relatively a trouble-free circuit, despite some of its threatening, like, turns and twists. At least we got Silent Sudan, and that girl, I know what the girl's name is, Jodie Summer, and we had Mrs. Arrow in the top 6 as well. Sector Beta, double somersault. This track is a little bit more of a threat this time round. The first alpha track wasn't that bad, but Beta can be a little bit threatening. And yeah, another Beta. It's the Sector music again. And this is where I make the terrible mistake of actually destroying everybody and not know where to go. But we'll get to that. It'll come in a minute. And this is how I'm going to show you how you get extra lives in this game. You actually have to defeat 5 ships in order to get 1 extra machine. This could be very handy in the more difficult settings. If you destroy ramming in them will instantly destroy them, but it won't affect much of yours. So you won't affect yours as much as crashing into them. I can't get another. You got that. You got boost power. Voice clip. I actually do dig the music though. And the loop de loops is actually pretty fast though. Near me. Get me near me, Clash. And the arrows are really at front. They're really in the front with Pico. Oh, Pico, what is he doing? Oh, I got an extra ship. Yes, good. Right, let's go. I absolutely live still. I don't know what it is, but I still actually dig the music. Don't know why everybody had to complain about the music, including the critics, but this just means they're jealous. What the? No! I was avoiding that attack that one of them actually tried to get me into, and I actually accidentally fell off. I had to evade. I had no choice but to evade. If I actually got hit, I might have died anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's start again. But we won't collide with anybody just to play it safe. That was a bit of a humiliating blow to my chances. Oh, and that's guys. The guy in second currently is Tanaka. His name is Tanaka. Why do you call him Tanaka? Kinda is. I think that's the butler from Sonic X. Mr. Tanaka is for the Thorndike residents. Yeah, yes, I've watched the show so many times in the past. Nowadays, looking back at it, I just don't think it aged up well. Mainly because the animation, it had too much. I think 4 Kids had too much of a reckless record of censoring too many material, which could have made the series much more bearable. In fact, I actually like the Japanese version better, the Japanese original version of the Tokyo Animation one. I don't know what the name of the animation company that actually animated Sonic X, but I thought the Japanese version actually was better. Despite the Japanese voices, there's still English subtitles which English people can understand it in case they didn't. I think it was for those at that country of Japan. Those who can't understand Japanese will be able to understand those who actually are English speaking, technically, who live in Japan. Anyway, let's get this finished. I've had enough people try to hassle me in this track. Sick. And now I'm in the top 6. And out of my way, Goro and Gusta. I want to win this. Out of my way, Jody. Oh, you two, stop pushing. Pushy. Stop being so freaking pushy. This is getting dark. This is getting incredibly stupid. Especially for the AI. Oh, whoa! I nearly managed to get my vehicle destroyed. Oh, third. At least that's better than nothing. The two girls and the Arrows and Jodie's in the top one. Gusta and Samurai Guru is going to be an incredibly big threat to my title challenge. Okay, so what we got next? Red Canyon 2, Slimline. This track is a bit of a hell track. Why do I have to say that? Is because it's a bit hard. Well, whenever you use your booster in the second lap, it's easy to fall off. That's the reason why. And Stuart and Falcons in the top, holding in the top. Don't push in line. You will be... Oh, I will destroy you all. More and more people are getting in the way. Bang. Crunch. That's another extra life and another chip off the block. Get out of my way, Black Shadow. I do not want you to win this championship. I don't want that Samurai Guru so-and-so winning too. Right. This is why I think this track's bad. Because it's easy to fly off. See that? And you won't be able to land anywhere. And you'll just fall off easily. So that's why I advise you not to use the booster and not make the same mistake as I did. Let's try this again. Red Canyon 2, attempt number 2. Maybe it's a bit of a two-ception, I believe. Anyway, let's try this again. The narrowness of the circuit can be easy to destroy your vehicle if you're not prepared for it. People can easily this one is one of the most trickiest circuits ever. Oh, one's out. But we got one out, destroy their vehicle because they endured too much damage. You got boost power. What? I don't know what it is, but I never get tired of that voice clip. You've got boost power. Kind of as much for me like show me your moves. What? One of Captain Falcon's taunts in the Super Smash Bros. Series. Well, Captain Falcon's most notable taunt in the series, in the Super Smash Bros. Series anyway. Yeah, come on, Guru. Let me pass. Thank you. Thank you, and don't you dare pass me. Not even your former associate Gusta. Oh, for God's sake, why does he have that creepy freaking smile? And I am way out front, but I have to be careful not to fall off the circuit. Or get hit in the sides too many times. Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that. I needed to cough because I have a bit of a because my cold has made my cough a bit bad. Well, at least we finished with this track, and we're gonna go off to another track which is a bit of a nightmare, to be fairly honest. What am I talking about? Well, this Whiteland half pipe, Whiteland 2. To be fairly honest, half pipe circuit is one of the most threatening circuits in the game. You got to take care not to use your booster too much, otherwise you'll fly off pretty easily. And try to keep into the center, where it's more safer. Oh, but to be fairly honest, I still like the song, "Climb Up and Get the Last Chance." I still love that song. I still like this song. Right, let's try and dispatch Guru as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can finish off in the lead. I kind of like the guitaring in this track. Climb Up and Get the Last Chance. It's kind of good. When is Guru and Gusta going to let me through? Damn it! Stop getting in front of me, Gusta. Gusta, out of my way, you two losers. Let's get. Even though this is one of the shorter tracks in this cup, it's still one of the hardest. So try and keep it in the center as much as possible. And there you go. And I still managed to win. And Guru was only third. Gusta second. Mr. Creepy Smile himself. Look, it kind of looks a bit like Bowser's Creepy Smile as well. Okay, so let's have a look. Right. Sorry about the delay. I was a little bit hesitant on that. I think I was doing something on the computer, like, you know, trying to search up for information and stuff. Oh, but at least we're up to Butte City 3. This is the finale of. This is the final Butte City track of the game, but this is a little bit hard as this configuration is. It's got jump pads which can easily let you fly off the circuit if you're not careful. So try and approach those jump pads with extreme precaution. Right, this track isn't. This track is a bit of a. This is the reason why I don't like the. I think the AI is a bit selfish because they can bump you and take a bit of chunk of the energy away. And I think one's fallen off the circuit already. Right, let's try and get through this. Let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. I still think the Butte City. I don't know what it is, but the Butte City theme is pretty much one of the most familiar tracks in the series. Well, ever since the original F-Zero game, and so is the Big Blue theme. Right, let's go through this. Yeah, right. Jody Summer and Super Arrow gonna be the bigger threats on this one. Let's hope Gusta's out. Guru's not getting out. Guru's got forced his way, but I think Gusta's there too. Let's get through. Let's beat. Oh, come on, we need to beat Guru and Gusta. Super Arrow is pretty much resisting the challenge. So is Jody Summer and Mrs. Arrow as well. Let's do it. Yes! We finished the King Cup. Booyah! So next cup we're going to do is the Joker Cup. And Gusta finished outside the top 6. So who was third? Gusta again. Gusta's third. Samurai Guru second. I was the winner. King Cup standard. Now, to be honest, people, I actually did a few mistakes on this one, especially going over that Red Canyon too, where I used a booster by a huge mistake. That was my biggest mistake out there. Sector Beta wasn't my fault because I had to evade an attack which I could have otherwise taken a huge chunk of my energy, but I went the wrong way. Red Canyon 2, that was my fault. At least I didn't do any mistakes on Whiteland as well. That I could have technically got 13 eliminations, but because if you actually lose a machine, they won't count. Those eliminations won't count towards your total at the end of the cup. Those will literally wipe them out. Excuse me for a minute. P3, Gussa. P2, Guro. And P1, McCloud. Let's see what he says. I drive like a sly fox. Pretty much like what Fox McCloud does in his machine. He shoots like a sly fox. Fox McCloud does as well. That's a nice one by James McCloud. Again, like I said, he looks a bit like Fox McCloud, so that's a pretty good coincidence for the for franchises of Nintendo. Well, with that being said, I am Mitch McKidd, and I'll see you guys next time for when we take on the Joker Cup. So until next time, toodles!